I was asked a question about the kettlebell clean. So, I've got this slow motion video for you. I shall play and talk through it and pause it when I need to. So, at the top of the clean, you have your elbows tucked into your rib cage. You're standing nice and tall. Thighs squeezed, butt cheeks squeezed, abs tight, facing straight ahead, nice and solid. Okay? To initiate the clean, we're not casting the bell forwards. We're just dropping it straight down, okay? So the bell, it'll obviously come forwards a little bit because your forearm's got to come out, but my elbow is staying close to my body and dropping the bell, okay? So the bell is now traveling this way, down, okay? So when it's about here, what I want to do is throw it that way, okay? Back through my legs, so it becomes like the swing. From this point on, it's almost like the swing. So when you do a single arm swing, the bell comes out and up to here, and then it'll come back through your legs. On the clean, obviously, it comes up into your arm and then back down again. So the arc isn't as pronounced. So you've got to kind of create from here, you've got to create that backswing, okay? Also, I'm still standing tall. I'm kind of looking down a little bit, trying to avoid that. That's just a habit of mine. I'm trying to stop it. You're going to throw the bell behind, but at the moment, you're staying nice and tall. You hinge your hip at the very last minute, so the bell's going to come through to about here, and then that is when you hinge your hip to keep the handle of the bell above your knees, okay? So let's just play that. Throw it back. Hinge your hip at the last minute, and then we're here. So that is the bottom of a kettlebell swing, okay? My shoulders are square. My back is nice and flat, all the way down to my tailbone. My shins are vertical. My hips are above my knees, but below my shoulders. And the bell is right at the back, okay? So, here's the next thing. One of the biggest things that, that people will do, I'll show you in a second. So, as you come back through, big hip snap. Bang. There. Big hip snap, right? So my shoulder is staying where it is. You'll see a lot of people at this point, if you don't get that hinge all the way back, you don't get the thrust from your hip. So what people do is shrug their shoulder up. They'll pull their shoulder up, okay? That's not what we're after, because that is going to hurt your AC joint, which is kind of here. Okay, that's where your clavicle, which is your collarbone here, joins your, what do you call it? Is that your acromion process? Yeah, so the AC joint there. So that won't thank you if you're shrugging your shoulder while you do this, okay? So you can see it's a big hip snap. So the bell is now starting to move this way, across in front of me, okay? So all I'm going to do is keep my elbow where it is and bend my arm. So I'm basically directing the force. The bell's trying to travel away from me. I'm keeping it there and taming the arc, kind of like zipping up a jacket, okay? And what I'm also going to do is here, I've got a loose grip on the bell. So I'm not holding it too tight, and then I'm going to insert this hand into the handle of the bell. This bell is going to come up and around my forearm and land in the V of my arm. So, there. At this point, that's a loose grip, and I'm going to push my hand into the bell and insert it in. So what will happen is the bell will end up here and sit in the V of my arm when I get my my forearm vertical, okay? My elbow's still tucked in. So the bell is now not left me. A lot of people, you'll see the bell round about here, and they'll pull it back in after they've shrugged their shoulder, and it'll bang, bang your forearm, bang your upper arm, all of that, and that's what we're trying not to do, okay? So if you watch slowly, this bell should now, when I insert my hand, it should just sit here nice and gently. Wallop. There you go. I'm glad that happened. So now it's sitting in the V of my arm. I'm standing nice and tall. Okay, so from that hip snap, I've squeezed my butt cheeks, squeezed my thighs, braced my abs, exactly the same as the kettlebell swing. Exactly the same as the kettlebell swing. However, as soon as the bell leaves my hips, my elbow stays where it is, and I tame the arc, and the bell flies up in front of me and sits in that V of my arm, okay? And I haven't shrugged my shoulder. So then if you watch again, back on the way down, I'm going to play this one all the way through, and I'm going to keep quiet, okay? And I just want you to watch it. But you'll notice that I don't throw the bell forwards, I just let it drop. So I turn my little finger in here, so I'll turn the bell and it'll come out this way and roll around my forearm, then it'll fall straight down. Then when it gets to about here, I'm going to throw it back behind me, hinge all the way back, and then reverse the process, okay? So let's go. Hinge at the last minute. Insert your hand. Bell lands gently. There we go. That is it. Any questions? Hit me up.